Yeah, and my anchor's gone.
Now recording.
Wait, what?
You can choose a new anchor,
Okay.
but it can't be Emily.
Okay.
All right. So, welcome to the 2022 Tales of Plymouth game for the month of October. Last game, or last season, the players barely made it through the prologue, which started with the players, or their kids, in their hideout, hidden away from the rest of the adults, where they found comfort in their own friendship after a day of summer school, and getting inspiration from a movie that had just come out recently, Ghostbusters. The kids decided to make their own ghostbusting equipment, which they fastened get together a vacuum cleaner and a radio, some duct tape, and some wires.
And a bear trap.
And a bear trap. Can't
And a
forget the bear
partridge
trap.
in a pear tree.
I think
And
we must
after
be some
doing
fans
so-
of MacGyver.
Yes. And after doing so, they managed to pick up a voice that one of them found very familiar. That would be Amelia.
Yeah, that was Alex.
Yes. Amelia recognized the voice of her brother, talking almost incoherently, as if he was speaking into a walkie-talkie, but not quite understanding what he was saying. So the kids decided to investigate by leaving their hideout and going to Amelia's house to approach her brother. But upon leaving the hideout, they ran into a young adult, merely a few years older than themselves, in the parking lot of their hideout, which also happens to be in an abandoned factory located on Highland Street, where this young adult, college-aged, was using some type of equipment to investigate what appears to be a dead bird in the parking lot. Now, some of you stayed behind and investigated what he was doing, and some of you left and went to Amelia's house to investigate what was up with her brother. Now, those of you who stayed behind found out that, and his name escapes me, the young gentleman was working for the college, Plymouth State College, and he was using some type of equipment to take measurements, electromagnetic measurements. But what had... This is John. No, his name is not John Cena. He was taking measurements in the area.
I didn't think you were going to read it out loud.
He had come across the carcass of a bird in the parking lot of this factory where your hideout is, which had been torn apart quite savagely. You would go on to encounter him again later, but after that encounter, the rest of you headed towards Amelia's to catch up with everyone else. Where you found, or those who went to Amelia's first, found that her brother had just left. Or, no, he hadn't just left. He was still there, but what happened was he was taking a nap at the time. He had fallen asleep. And he was having a dream, which somehow you tapped into. with your equipment. And for some reason, he was taking one of his trophies and he was going to go and hand it over to a bully you all know from high school that had quit high school several months prior, which Amelia seemed to talk him out of. But you discovered where he was supposed to deposit this metal, which was the shop in downtown Plymouth, where the bully's family ran a kind of like a new age kind of shop. And we had placed it in our world, in our metaverse, in the location of peppercorns.
Which makes perfect sense.
Yes. Which it's still there, as far as I know. I want to say his name was Peppercorns.
I mean,
you know where the flying monkey is?
Yeah, all I can think of in that area is like the Rite Aid and the ladders.
Nope.
no,
Flying
it's,
Monkey's on Main Street,
it's
isn't
closer to the circle than the Rite Aid.
No, it's like right next to the flying monkey. It's like right there.
I'll have to look next time we go that way.
But Peppercorns is a like a all natural food shop. Like they've been there forever, unless they closed.
One of those places that you know about, but you never go into.
Oh, his name was Peter.
Peter Cena?
No, Peter Dale. Peter Dale was the bully. He was the dream bully. So you guys investigated the shop, and you found that it was being run by Peter, and that his mother was not running the shop anymore. He had actually quit school full time to run the shop because of his sick mother. While staking out the shop, you discovered that the young man working for the college earlier pulled up outside the shop and took several readings outside the shop, noting some notes down in a little notebook. Meanwhile, at that same time, one of your members snuck and creeped his way and has stolen the electromagnetic device that the gentleman was using to make measurements, and carted it off and took it back to your hiding location, where you discovered that he was taking readings around town of particular areas that were measuring high in an electromagnetic frequency. That night, you went home where Amelia had a really bad dream.
Spiders?
Spiders. So you decided the next day, and I can't remember exactly, to break in to the shop to find out what was going on. Which you did. Well, you waited for Peter to leave because you noticed Peter, two very popular girls walked by the shop, and Peter kind of left the shop to follow these two girls. And you saw your opportunity, and you broke into his shop, where you found some type of device, a helmet kind of style device. And I don't know which one of you found out who used it on themselves, but you found out that it somehow allowed you to interact with another's dreams, which is how Peter used it to influence Amelia's brother to give him his trophies. How he used it to influence Amelia's dreams, and how he used it to influence several other people in the community. You confronted Peter about this, and you had taken the device. Well, Kat had taken the device, I believe, and she had taken it home with her, which is the reason why Kat returns home one day and finds that her father is gone.
Yeah, she had tested it out and modified Cobb's dreams so he wouldn't bully Willard.
Yep. So you returned home one day from summer school, and your father was nowhere to be found. Which we pick up this game about 1 week later. Your father is still missing, but your aunt, Amelia's mother, has chosen to take you in, and now you live with Amelia and her family. You have your own room because they're pretty well to do, and they have a guest room which you are staying in. Her brother doesn't quite appreciate your presence, but because Amelia, I don't know how Amelia particularly feels about you, but Amelia's brother kind of, like, when Amelia's not looking, he kind of harasses you. But when Amelia's there, he treats you with respect.
What an asshole.
He's playing a dangerous game.
Yes. I mean, he's a teenage boy, and that's what teenage boys do.
What?
All teenage boys, when they think they can get away and not get caught,
They're little assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I said, we are picking up 1 week later. This is the very end of well, no, it is the end of June. We're heading into July. You are all still on summer vacation. You are still attending summer school because you are all terrible students.
Thanks.
Except for maybe for Willard. I think Willard was just in summer school because he was diligent enough to help out. He was like the teacher's pet.
And he had no friends, so.
And he had no friends. So he had nothing else to do.
Probably why he has no friends.
But this is also the reason why all of you who are different ages are in the same classroom, or the same.
Oh no.
You're you're obviously given different assignments. But we are picking up right at the beginning of July in 1984. Kat is staying with Amelia. Cobb is. You haven't, since your last experience with Cobb, you haven't seen him. Amelia knows because Cobb and her brother are on the same Little League team that Cobb's father has been pretty restrictive on his extra activities, and if it doesn't involve Little League or a sport of some type, Cobb should not be investing his time.
I
So
thought you were going to
Cobb-
say his dad got arrested.
No, his Cobb is the chief of police, man.
I know. That's why I was like,
I think Kat changed him so much that he joined like Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and he's like
No.
mentoring some little kids.
I mean, well, no, that's the reason why he's not here, because he's changed his dreams enough that like he's having trouble, like he's having a crisis of identity, and his sportsing is not up to par.
I knew it.
He-
I knew he actually loved me too.
Probably. Anyways, if he ever comes
Okay.
back, if he ever comes back, we will discover what the true meaning is. Anyways, so we pick up the weekend. Well, I don't even know if it's the weekend. I shouldn't even say that. We pick up on July 3rd with Amelia and Kat at home on their house on Highland Street, several doors down from where Hunter currently lives.
I was like, could be my next door neighbor. They're doing so much shit there at house.
No. It's the house right before you start going down the hill.
Yep.
With the barn and the horses.
Yep.
I thought you lived on Fairgrounds. I didn't know you lived in Highland.
No.
No, I live on Reservoir Road. I'm the house right across from the four-way
Oh,
on the corner.
I should have known that since I sent you stuff.
You should have. You've literally sent me pictures of my house. Actually, I think of the neighbors across the street, because at that time, because you have to know about what it's like in Plymouth now. The house across the street, the barn thingy was red when we moved in, but when you guys lived there, it was yellow. Now it's red. Now it's yellow again. They painted it back to being yellow, so I don't fucking know.
All right.
Me.
I mean, it looks nice.
All right. So, July 3rd.
Fireworks time.
Almost.
Oh fuck, you're right.
You are having breakfast in the Radcliffe house. Yeah, you smile because that's your best friend.
Yeah.
And you are being served pancakes and bacon. And Amelia's mother goes, "And how are you doing today, Kat?"
How do you think? I'm
Yes.
never gonna find him.
I just don't know what happened to my brother.
Kat sits there and wonders if she should say anything about what did probably happen for the umpteenth time.
He was always kind of weird. I mean, no offense, Kat. But
I just glare at her. The
She
police
ignores
sure
it.
haven't helped.
he
Have
says,
they said anything?
no. I mean, the police, the town police have investigated, but they haven't found any evidence on where he went or what happened.
Mhm.
Shocker. Well, anyways, Don't forget that tomorrow we're all going to Ashland to the fireworks. If any of your friends want to come along, we have room in the station wagon. They can ride in the back.
Cat doesn't have any friends.
That's not nice, Amelia. What about you? Do you have any friends?
I have too many friends.
Well, we don't have enough room for all your friends, Amelia.
I have an idea of who might want to come.
Yeah,
Well,
but
don't
are you
forget.
sure they're really your friends?
Don't forget, we're leaving tomorrow at like 3 p.m.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we go now?
If you finish your breakfast, you can go to school then.
Oh, fuck. If I never finish my breakfast, do I have to go?
Yes, you failed. How old are you, Amelia?
14. Freshman year, baby.
All right, pick a class.
A and P would be too hard. I don't want to say math. I really like math and English.
Too late.
What is the
Well,
what's
you know you failed English,
Fuck.
so you have to go to summer school. Otherwise, how are you going to get into college, my dear? I don't. I
Yes,
guess maybe she
whatever
wouldn't
will
call
I
you my
do?
dear, but
if I can't get into college? Oh no.
Oh no.
Amelia,
Yes, Mom.
how are you supposed to attract a man?
This is not a conversation you want to have with this person, sir. Person that I like doesn't care about English anyway. So, whatever, Mom. I'm leaving. Cat, are you done?
Well, no, I'm still eating.
All right, fine. I'll see you at school. Don't take
Yes,
your fucking tractor either. Don't take your tractor either. I keep forgetting she doesn't swear around her mom. Don't take your tractor to school.
Well, why not?
Don't worry, we've already taken the battery out of it.
Oh,
Now,
Right.
Did you though?
Cat, you can't be running that tractor around town. It's not legal.
Well, it's not like anyone cares.
They do care. Again, it's not legal.
Well, I mean, everyone does it. Not everyone,
No,
but
Cat, only you. And you're only. And GM steps in here for a second. How old are you, Cat?
13.
You're only 13, Cat. Why can't you ride a bicycle like every other teenager?
Too slow. Too boring.
And that tractor is not faster than a bicycle?
It's because she's a hick, Mom.
Amelia, be nice to your cousin.
You were just laying into her.
That's different. You need to learn manners, young girl. Again, how are you going to attract a man?
How am I going to learn from watching you while you're going at it at Cat? You're the one that's
Hold-
raising me.
Hold on while I smoke a cigarette.
At this, Cat kind of
Now,
laughed a
Hunter,
little bit.
you being the youngest of us, will know why the rest of us are all fucked up.
You're all okay.
Sure. These are actual conversations that may have happened.
Oh, I would not be surprised in the slightest.
All right, so Amelia leaves on her way to school. And how long does Kat take to finish her breakfast? And how does she get to school? Knowing that the
Probably-
battery has been taken out of her tractor.
Or so they think.
Or so
they
they
don't
think.
know I have a spare.
That's a good way to get
Probably.
it taken away.
Actually, where is the tractor now?
The tractor is parked in the barn.
Okay. Well,
And
she'll-
you know there have been, when she says the battery has been taken out, you know that Amelia's father has taken the battery out,
Right.
leaving it inoperable unless you replace the battery.
Well, I'm sure I can find one. Maybe a car battery.
From the family car.
But Kat will spend a couple minutes finishing breakfast, and then if there's a spare bike, I guess take the bike over there. I forget, where is school? That far away?
School is not far away. It is about a less than a 5-minute bike ride.
Okay.
Pretty much all downhill to school. After school, obviously, it's all uphill back home.
Well,
Unless, of course, you go to your hideout. But you go to school, Amelia arriving there first.
yeah, just actually, I'm gonna just tear down that road downhill and
Okay.
maybe actually make it there at the same time.
All right.
if
Amelia,
that's
do you take a
feasible.
bike or do you walk?
She would probably walk.
All right. So, Kat, you're actually going to blast past her.
I was to say, she's taking her sweet time. She's not trying to get there in a hurry.
Yeah. Willard and
Smell you
Fuzz.
later, cheese bags.
She just rolls her eyes.
Willard and Fuzz, you arrive in whatever manner. Either your parents drop you off, or you're walking, or you're riding a bicycle. You see Kat first, screaming down the hill with on a bicycle. You can see that she screams at Amelia on her way by. Something about cheese. And eventually Amelia catches up.
So Fuzz is walking with me.
Fuzz arrives at the same time as you do, whatever your choice of transportation is. Either parent, or you walk there from home, or bicycle.
I'm gonna say bicycle.
Mm-hmm. Banana seat.
Wow, impressive.
So we come across Amelia first.
Nope, you come across Kat first, because Kat, even though Amelia left first, Kat is faster than Amelia on foot.
Oh, so actually Kat's catching up with us, then you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Amelia is off in the distance. She's just coming down the hill of Old Wardbridge Road.
I'll say
She's coming down the hill. Do you have an action?
I was just gonna yell to Kat to slow down.
All right. Amelia, you're walking, and Kat has just blasted by you, shouting in her own kind of insults, and you're kind of walking alone. When you hear a voice from behind you, and it says, "Butthead, butthead."
Okay, I turn around slowly and look extremely confused. Do I
Right.
recognize the voice?
No, it sounds a little synthesized. And if I was a
Oh.
little more better prepared, I might have used voice mod. But as you turn around, you notice that there's no one behind you, but you do notice there is a little chickadee, a little gray and black bird, just kind of sitting on the sidewalk, kind of staring at you. And as it looks at you, it looks to make like a coughing motion. But when it makes a coughing motion, what comes out is butthead. Like, to you, it perfectly mimics human speech, saying butthead.
If I step at it, does it fly away?
It does.
Damn it.
And it's
Okay. Well, I'm
and
still
it's
going to
gone.
step at it. That's fucking weird. All right, cool. I'm going to keep walking and going to hold that in my pocket until we get to the our hideout
All right.
later.
All right. So, eventually you meet up with everyone else.
Did it have any distinctive marks in case I see it again?
Yes, it did have a bit of yellow plumage around the eyes.
Yellow around the eyes. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Right.
All right. So you meet up with everyone else, and you attend your class for the day, and you do your assignment as you should.
No, she doesn't. She probably makes me do it.
Maybe.
I'm not your bully. I can do my own fucking work.
I don't know. I heard you're really bad at English.
You notice that Cobb is not present.
Where's your boyfriend?
I don't know.
Like he doesn't even show up to summer school anymore for some odd reason.
He hasn't been to
Bless
the
you.
hideout in like a week.
Must be nice having a dad that's a cop.
Apparently, it can get you out of anything. You know, when I asked you where your boyfriend was, you weren't really supposed to have an answer.
This is why, Willard. This is why. You gotta tone down on that kind of stuff, man.
I was just worried about him. That's all.
I'll leave him
Okay.
alone.
I wasn't doing anything. I was giving him advice, if anything.
Still being an asshole about how you do it.
So you still haven't found your dad? Obviously, trying to head off another argument between the two.
No.
Maybe we should go ask Cobb's dad. And maybe Cobb will be there, and we can find out why he hasn't been coming to school. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Oh, would we want to find Cobb? But
Do we really miss him that much? He was kind of an asshole.
Someone does.
He's one of us.
Plus, why
He'd
wouldn't
look for
Dad talk
us.
to us?
Because maybe he knows something and he hasn't told us yet.
He's gonna tell a bunch of kids over-telling my mom.
I was gonna say, Kat, you know that Cobb's father definitely does not like you.
well, he wouldn't tell us anyway, and even if he did know, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't know. What with? It's gotta be the men in black. It's Jan G-men.
Men in black. You mean the president's bodyguards?
No, the faceless... Oh,
Oh, we lost.
there she
Hunter.
is.
And she came back again.
No, the faceless ones.
Just as a rehash, you do know that there were some suspicious individuals around town just before Peter disappeared.
Yeah, I think
that
we
also
actually-
that drove a black sedan.
I think we did see them kidnap him.
Yep.
I thought we also saw him
Probably.
take the college guy too, or at least question him. I can't remember which.
Yeah, they questioned him, but they didn't kidnap him. You probably saw. You're right. You probably did see them take Peter.
Well, are we?
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Okay, I can hear you.
I lean over and whisper, "Still breaking into the Vogue office today to get a battery?"
Oh, and she's gone. Her connection sucks.
It's because she lives in
Breaking.
Plymouth.
It's not because I live in Plymouth. It's because of Spectrum.
Yeah, I was gonna say because she's the only one that actually lives in Plymouth.
Well, then you better talk to Tony.
He's probably the one doing this to you.
Yeah,
He works for
messing with
Spectrum, I take it.
Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
He's like, I'm gonna screw up their plans for their game. I'm just sitting at home and I'm gonna hit this button and it's just gonna disconnect her. I know that's not how it works.
you. Well, almost how it works, actually.
He stole the internet.
He can force her system to reboot. He can do all kinds of fun stuff.
If he wants to die, he would, but I don't think he wants to die. So
Probably not. Probably not. Everybody's afraid of you. No, I just said, are we still breaking into the Vogue office to get a battery?
What
The-
office?
The Vogue office. The vocational office.
vocational studies.
Which is closed for summer, but
Yeah, it's where the students that aren't into science or math, they learn how to build
Build things.
houses and fix cars.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Trade skills and stuff.
Well, I mean, I can probably find a good one at home, but yeah, sure, why not? We could use the tractor.
Amelia's not happy.
hey, if she wants to cut ties with the family, make it so she gets her ass kicked out on the street at 15, more power to her.
13.
You want to use the tractor to go break into something? Seems a little obvious. I mean, we stick out like a sore thumb.
Well, before these dumbasses get her kicked out of my house, are you guys doing anything tomorrow?
My parents have to work, but I'm hoping that I can get there before the show starts.
I'm not like super busy or nothing. I mean, probably, rock out some Metallica or something for a while, but that's about it.
Well, I can't say I didn't put the invite out there, but we're going to Ashland tomorrow for fireworks. Didn't know if you'd want to come.
You give me a ride?
This is your one and only invitation. You have to ride to my house.
I'll get there. What time?
3 o'clock.
2 hours. Yeah, I could get there.
Yeah, sounds cool, I guess.
Yay! Happy
Yeah.
cat.
Amelia has friends.
No, Cat has friends.
Cat has friends. Amelia
I do
did all
have
the
friends,
work.
see? Better than hanging out with your brother.
I would leave my brother out of this. He can do plenty to easily get your ass not to be able to go.
In fact, Amelia's brother is actually going to be in the 4th of July parade the next day.
Gay!
Along with Cobb.
Controlling the baton?
It's the
Nope.
baseball
just-
team.
They're just a baseball team, man. They're gonna, I don't know, throw out candy from their float.
Oh, yeah.
Throw baseballs at nerds.
Yeah.
It should throw out little packages of Big League Chew.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yes.
Big league chew.
Now that's 80s.
Alright, you
Either
guys
that
will...
or Skull Tobacco.
Bleh. I was gonna ask before I got disconnected, was Men in Black out by the time?
No.
No.
Okay,
That came out in
because
the
you
90s.
said the Men in Black, and I was gonna say something, but I'm like, I don't know when that was out.
That's
No.
why I acted like I didn't know what that was, because before that movie, I don't think that was really much of a term.
Yeah, it was.
Uh,
I think the Men
it
in
was a-
Black thing started in the 50s.
Yeah, it was a conspiracy theory.
There's
Oh,
a
it
Red
was?
Web episode
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
it.
I guess I didn't know about it.
Yep.
I thought Men
Okay.
in Black just referred to the president's
No,
security.
These
They-
guys would all dress the same, supposedly come to people's houses and ask them weird questions about UFOs.
after strange events.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's where the show got the inspiration. I mean, the movie.
Ah, that makes sense.
Which I have to make a side note here. Jeremy actually owns the Men in Black RPG,
hmm
and the rule book specifically says that they should draw inspiration from tabloids.
Smart.
Which, according to the
That's
movie,
cool.
was the best reporting on the planet.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I hate that. What if that's real?
It can't be real.
Anyway, sorry, I just had to ask because I didn't get to find out before. All right, continue your fucking battery stealing planning.
All right, so the day of school ends. Do you make an attempt to steal a battery, or do you head to your hideout, or do you split to your different ways?
Well, in
I go
order,
to the hideout.
yeah, I'm thinking we steal the battery and then take it to the hideout.
Okay, but the tractor's not at the hideout.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. That's that's too
All right,
far ahead.
All right.
We
all
got
right.
one step at a time here.
Who's stealing the battery?
Me.
You
All
know,
right.
we could just go to my junkyard and find one. I'm sure. I mean, it might corrode our hands a little, but
What kind of battery are we looking for exactly?
good question. What kind do tractors
Car
use?
battery.
Car battery.
Oh, full-size car battery? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just a regular old car battery.
So,
I mean, if
Willard,
we have some hanging around in the junkyard,
Willard is
It might be-
disappointed. Yeah.
it might be better to not draw attention to ourselves, you know?
Yeah, I suppose. Always the responsible one, eh, Fuzz?
Doesn't your dad own the junkyard?
Yeah. And he...
you do know, probably because you visited shortly after your father disappeared, that the junkyard has been, well, its entrance anyway, has been
Thank you.
cordoned off with yellow police tape.
It's fine.
Not that that is hard to duck under or anything.
All right, so we're just going to the hideout because nobody wants to steal a battery.
No,
Yeah, we can go get a battery at the junkyard after dark, eh?
Oh, I can't. I gotta be home before dark.
Oh. Well, I can, I guess. Well, it would be more fun with you, but... Alright, hideout.
All right. So you head to the hideout. Amelia, do you head to the hideout? I'm going to assume so. because
Yeah,
you're not
sorry,
there.
I'm eating.
All right. And once again, you find yourself in your hideout, which is the abandoned factory. Cobb is still not present, but you have your little office space that you've secluded to yourself.
When we're outside, can I look and see if I see that bird again?
Sure. Let me take a look at your character sheet here. How hard are you looking? You're just like casually looking around.
Yeah, casually looking around because if it's not making noise, then it's not being there. But just like a casual, just like if I see one with red eyes, I mean yellow.
Yellow plumage.
Yes.
All right. You do not.
Okay. When we get inside, I'm gonna tell them about the bird I saw and what I thought I heard it saying. Yeah.
Yes, you will remember the timing. You saw it right after Cat passed you and shouted some type of
Cheese head or cheese bags or something.
yeah.
Yeah, but can chickadees mock?
No.
Yeah,
Besides, Chickadee called you a butthead.
exactly. So I'll say all of that, including the timeline of events.
You didn't tell
Yeah,
us
like-
till now?
I'm not gonna fucking tell you while we're at school. What if someone hears me?
What if that thing's been
Believe it.
following us and reporting to the men in black?
I didn't see it outside.
Remember
Plus,
the...
why would it insult me?
I don't know, maybe they were testing.
Or maybe Peter got his comeuppance and is a bird now. Or maybe it's Cobb. Maybe he got in trouble too and he's a bird.
Yeah, but remember that college guy? He was looking at birds. So maybe there's
Well,
a
that was-
connection there.
It was dead.
Well, that one was.
It's actually still in the parking lot outside the hideout.
Yeah, we're not going to clean it.
I mean, it's been a week or two, but the carcass is still there.
Maybe they die after they use them.
Well, actually, its carcass is probably not there. It's probably been carried off by something.
If only we could get this thing working again, he says, and he pokes at the EMF.
Well, unless it's a robot, I mean,
Stop.
they do say the government replaced all the birds with robots, don't they? Maybe not all of them.
Some people think so.
Maybe
I
you
have a
shouldn't
question.
be alone. What?
Yes. Question.
Can he, if they work together, could they fix the the thing?
EMF.
Bot device
Technically,
says
yes.
no.
If they want to, attempt to repair it, they could.
Okay.
It's
yeah, I just
at the end of a gaming or a session, a mystery, it stops functioning.
okay, but you could still in the future try and repair it. It's not like
Correct.
out of the game. Okay. Sorry,
Correct.
I just
It's
wanted
not
to make sure.
completely out of the game. It just, unless you spend time doing something with it, it stops functioning.
Thank you.
Maybe none of us should be alone just in case. A
You're
good
not
point.
moving into my house either.
Sleepover.
Well, we could still have a sleepover.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe if
Because
Amelia's mom called.
Amelia's mother's gonna let two strange boys sleep over.
Well,
Right.
they did have dinner last time. They did. We
They
all
did.
had dinner at the house.
They did. They can sleep in your brother's room with your brother.
Yeah, if they want to get
Yes.
their fucking wedgies.
No, nobody messes with Fuzz.
Yeah, Fuzz isn't gonna. Alex isn't gonna care about Fuzz, but the rest of you. I mean, do we have to? Are you really afraid of a bird?
Well, we don't know what the bird's purpose is. Aren't you?
I could have misheard it.
Oh
What'd you
man,
think?
if it called you a butthead, I mean, how it can't be, I don't see how it could cause you that much harm.
Yeah, I don't think it's
If that's
that.
the worst it can do.
Well, it might have laser eyes or sonic weapons.
Wait a minute. That sounds like something Cobb would say. Maybe Cobb's trying to communicate with us through that bird.
Hmm.
I think you're getting ahead of yourself, man.
Maybe?
I don't think Cobb has the brain power to figure out how to get birds to say butthead.
No, but maybe he's a ghost now, and that's why we haven't been able to find him.
Well, we
He's
would have
talking to
heard
a
if he
bird.
died, right?
We probably would have heard something. He's probably
Yeah,
fine.
if Cobb had died, you all wouldn't know about it.
Right.
Yes.
Not like
In fact,
Plymouth is a sprawling metropolis.
Amelia and Kat has probably seen Cobb on occasion
Mhm.
with Amelia's brother.
Let's just put it this way. Besides all the sci-fi and fantasy material that Willer could get his hands on, he also reads the tabloids. He believes all the conspiracies.
Fantastic. Bat Boy lives.
Yes.
And
I remember that one.
he's in New Jersey.
Well,
So,
that is
all
a
right, go ahead.
good idea. Maybe it's Peter Dale if maybe they hooked him up to control a robot or something. The Men in Black, I mean. And he can. We know he can do machine stuff, right?
Yeah, did we break his helmet?
Uh,
Is that
No,
what
I'm
we
pretty
ended up
sure
doing?
you-
Did we drop it? I thought we dropped it in the outside.
no. I believe Kat took it home with her.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, okay. That's right.
Yeah,
We almost broke it.
And as far as you could tell, Peter found it on the back of a truck that was delivering devices to the college, and he nicked it off the back of this truck, and he kind of randomly discovered what it could do, and then he started to use it for his own purposes. So he wasn't like a criminal mastermind or anything. He just happened to be at the right place at the right time,
He
and
did.
smart enough to figure it out. But he
Well-
certainly didn't. He certainly didn't create the device, and he
Okay,
certainly, he wasn't inventive. He just happened to use what fell into his hands.
okay, maybe I thought he had modified it that it hadn't
he did-
originally been designed to do this, but
He did modify it a little,
Okay.
but we're talking about a modification that have been super simple
mm,
compared to what the device actually does.
okay. I'm just saying he's a little smarter than Cobb. Little.
Well, that bar isn't very.
I wouldn't say smart as
Hi.
motivated. He's motivated.
Hmm.
Well, we can keep our eye out on the very least. Again, it might not be a big thing.
I mean, maybe you didn't hear what you
Theorists.
think you heard.
Exactly.
I gotta find my uncle's butterfly net.
I was just gonna say we
What?
should carry nets. We should catch that bird.
Oh,
I want to see
Marty.
its insides.
if it shows up again.
I'm already regretting inviting you guys.
I mean, not blood and guts, but I mean, if it is a robot, I want to see what's in there.
I mean, you could try
It-
and find it.
Did it seem like a robot to you, Amelia?
I mean, it had a weird voice, but it wasn't like. I don't know. I guess I could have been thinking of things. Did it sound very robotic? I know you
It
said you would
did.
have had a
It-
modulator.
It sounded kind of synthesized.
Yeah, it sounded synthesized, so maybe someone took the time to make it, but even still, it looked really realistic. And why would someone make a robot just to call me a butthead?
He look. Willard looks at you much more critically and carefully than normal.
My head. My head.
That's really loud.
I hate that. Thank you so
Sorry.
much.
Oh, that's you. Okay.
Either way, what are you looking at?
Is this a better volume?
Yeah, but it's still loud.
Better?
Not much.
Maybe no.
No. Jesus Christ.
Hearing you is great though. It's funny.
How about now?
That was a little better.
My head.
All that effort
Great.
just so you can say butt.
Thank you for that.
No. I have a reason. That's the last minute kind of reason. But as you're talking about this, you notice in the office there's a skylight above, and as you're talking about this, you can see that a bird has decided to fly against it, and it continued, not to the point where it whacks itself and it like it's dead or anything, but it's kind of like it has flown into the skylight and is kind of trying to push its way through the glass, and it continually tries to flap its wings, but it's obviously not gaining any purchase, and it's just kind of pushing against the glass as best it can, frantically.
Does it have the same eye plumage?
It does.
Buzz?
See? It has to be Cobb. Look. That's the one. That's what it looked like, and it's being stupid.
Willard still gets closer to Fuzz.
All right. And as you get closer, you can kind of hear through the skylight. Let's see if I can do this right.
Help.
Okay, she's gonna step back too. It did not say that before.
See? We need to catch it. Fuzz, catch it.
Help. They hunt us.
They hunt us.
And it continuously to flap kind of violently against the glass.
Can we?
How high up is the skylight?
It's about 20, 30 feet, so it's way out of your reach.
Should we go outside or should we get a ladder?
Outside might work best.
Yeah, I don't know where there's a ladder around here.
All right, let's go. Yeah, Fuzz, you first though.
Yeah, you first, Fuzz.
Fine. I'll go first.
All right, you go outside, and I gotta hear myself off. All right. I only usually use hear myself when I'm playing lob. You go outside, and you look up, you look around, and you don't quite see anything for a second, but suddenly the bird with the yellow plumage around its eyes, the chickadee, which is, perhaps 6 or 7 inches in size. It's not a very big bird at all. Comes and lands right in front of your group. And again, it repeats.
Help. They hunt us.
Who hunts you?
Who? Where? Help with what?
What dimension are you in?
Willard, take it easy.
At
We
least
got
I'm
this.
not crazy.
And before it can answer, it actually flutters off. But as it does so, you can see that there is a predatory bird that is making a dive towards your group.
I'm gonna duck.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. I'm going to say that Willard is number 1, Amelia is number 2, Fuzz is number 3, and Cat is number 4.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna roll a d4.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Hey, I didn't volunteer anyone.
I didn't say
Nope.
it's funny.
Nope. I'm gonna roll myself. Thank you very much.
You don't roll dice. You're the GM.
I was gonna say, let's see if
Oh,
it's me, and it was.
motherfucker! All right,
Oh.
Cat. Cat, there is a hawk that dives right at you.
Hmm.
What do you wish to do? Do you wish to try to attempt to move out of the way?
Is there anything on the ground that I could use as a weapon?
A rock.
Doesn't sound great. Probably, I'm guessing small rocks.
Not boulders, no.
Okay. So no scraps or anything? Okay.
Nope.
Well, tempted as I am to... Yeah, actually, I guess I will just try to, as it's coming down, try to just punch it. Or grab
right.
it by the wing.
All right. Where are you, Cat? All right, I gotta look at your character sheet. Well, if you try to punch it, you're gonna use force. So go ahead and roll your force.
So I probably no bonus dice.
I'm going to say that it is not standard, so you're going to need to achieve at least 2 successes.
Oh, okay.
It is a fast-moving bird.
Oof.
Ooh, and the dark setting does not help. You roll
No.
0 successes. All right. Do you want to push yourself or use luck?
Well, since luck is rather limited, I think I will push myself.
All right. Do you want to use upset or scared or exhausted or injured or...
I suppose I'll say exhausted. Well,
All right. So go ahead and
yeah.
click off exhausted.
Wow.
And you rolled, it looks like you rolled 3 successes.
Nice.
Actually, maybe
So-
injured might be a little more appropriate. Kind of strain my ankles, jumping
Yep.
up and grabbing at it.
All right. You do. You actually all right. So the bird is diving down. It is actually not diving at you. It is diving at the bird that was trying to talk to you. But Cat steps in the way, and with
Cat-like reflexes.
no, not quite cat like reflexes, but with reflexes that have no qualms about self-preservation, steps in the way, and the hawk kind of collides with Cat instead of taking out the chickadee, and Cat, the talons and the beak managed to achieve purchase on Cat and achieve some cuts, which she's bleeding from. But you do indeed clutch the falcon, not the falcon, the hawk, different bird, which is very violently attempting to get away from you.
God damn it, Cat! Why'd you do that for?
I don't know. It was coming for me.
It was coming for the bird. It's a bird.
I didn't see that.
Oh my god!
What did I do with the...
Throw it!
Keep it away from
bastard.
George! He says that he's holding his rat.
And yeah, and as you're holding it, the hawk actually...
Let's go. Let's go.
Hawk says
Oh.
that?
Yes, the hawk says that.
I am not letting go now, you little bastard, until you explain yourself to us.
Let's go. Let's go. You will die.
That other bird flew off, right?
Yes, the other bird is gone.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at this thing. Is there anything on it that looks metallic or anything? Or
Go ahead and roll investigate. And anyone that wants to do so, roll investigate. Well, Cat has it. Cat has already been injured, so it's not gonna. Unless something happens, it's not gonna injure her anymore.
I got a success.
All right,
Woohoo.
I gotta get out of dark mode because this.
Yeah, I
is-
know.
Yeah.
Me too. I can't see anything.
All right, looks like Fuzz achieved 1 success. Cat, unless you push yourself again. Willard achieved. Do Willard or Fuzz want to push themselves anymore?
Yes.
Sure, I will.
All right, what do you want to take as a condition?
I took upset.
Upset? All right.
I'll take injured. We could say that, like, as I'm trying to get closer to it, it like pecks
All
me
right.
pretty good or something, or claws me.
Go ahead and re-roll your. You already achieved 1 success, so you're just going to add to the successes that you have.
Okay, so I roll it again.
Yep, just hit re-roll.
Oh, okay, hold on. Cancel that.
How do
Where's
you
my?
take it off dark mode?
Oh,
To the left, you'll see a little moon.
Oh shit.
yeah.
That's
Yep.
yep. Thank you.
All right. Well, all right. So Fuzz doesn't achieve any more successes.
Nope.
Fuzz, you do injure yourself, but you manage not to find any. Like it to you, it's just a hawk, and it's talking. It sounds like English to you. Willard, seeing that Cat and Fuzz are now bleeding, and you're a little
Yeah, I have an action. I'm just waiting for this to play out.
you're a little upset about that because that's not normal. You do happen to notice there is some metallic something around the bird's head underneath the feathers, but the bird is thrashing about, and you quite can't. You what? I can't speak English. You quite can't tell what exactly it is, but there is something there underneath the feathers.
Well, maybe we'll find out afterwards because I'm gonna swing my backpack around, making a
Yep.
battle cry, going "Get off! Get off!" and try to hit it.
All right, so roll force.
I won't do well. Don't worry.
I just stand back and am dumbfounded by everything that's going on right now.
Get off her. Sorry. Sorry for the gender change. Yes.
Nice.
Well, you're swinging your backpack, which I'm going to assume in 1980s is full of books. If
Trapper
it's not,
keepers.
yeah, it's Trapper Keepers, and if it's not, textbooks, it's D&D books,
Mm-hmm.
which we all know are heavy as fuck.
Mm-hmm. Or used to be.
Well, it used to be, and you probably have, the Player's Handbook, the Monster Manual, the DMG,
Dude, it's the dice. that
Unearthed
does it.
Arcana,
It's
the Fiend Folio, Monster Manual 2. No, your backpack is full of shit.
the Crown Royal bag. This big, full of
Yeah.
dice.
Yep.
I have one, but it's put away now.
You clobber the hawk, and it seems to go unconscious.
However, Willard
you-
is still upset, so it doesn't stop. He swings again. So
All right.
Are you trying to kill it?
It's out now, Willard. It's you can stop.
okay.
Gonna try and grab his backpack.
Yep, he's
Or-
swinging again and crying, and he's got his eyes
All right.
closed as he's swinging.
Willard,
All
stop.
right. Well, then roll. Go ahead and roll.
What do I roll to try and grab it?
Yeah, you roll force as well. And if you can achieve equal or more successes than them, then you stop them.
Wow.
Jesus
There you
Christ.
go.
Yeah, no, you certainly stop them.
Okay. And he stumbles back.
You did great. It's out cold now. Can we calm down?
He's checking. He's like, "Where's George? Where's George?" And he's like looking for his rat.
George crawls out from underneath your coat and kind of peeks out from underneath. He's like, what the hell?
Are all of you okay? And are you satisfied with seeing that it's just a bird?
Birds don't talk like
Me.
that.
It hurts, but I think I'll live.
We
I
should
won't
go.
even need a tetanus shot after this one.
Well, because my mother hasn't even had a better introduction to you already, muttering her house. Why don't we go back to the house, get you guys cleaned up and bandaged?
Right,
I say we just go back into the hideout with this thing and see what we can figure out about it.
I
If
mean,
you get infected, don't blame me.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll just
It
slap
was
some dirt on
fine.
it.
But
The 80s.
Jeez,
know.
man. Yeah,
I
just
know.
put dirt on it.
We'll just
Spit
run it
on
under a
it.
cold tap.
Mhm. Put some tussin on it.
All right,
Good
so what do you
one.
choose to do?
good one, Willard.
Guess we're going back in.
All right. So you
We
go
got
back in the
anything to
hideout.
put this in? Like a cage or
The bear trap.
What is wrong with you? You already knocked it out.
You're more violent than I thought you were, man.
Look what it did to her. He's looking at
Don't
Cat.
worry. His backpack swinging didn't really pack a punch.
Well, I see that because he was stalked by a girl. So
Wow.
again, 80s.
I know, and I can't say anything. She just gives you a dirty look.
Plus, they're kids, so I mean, they kind
Mm,
of think that way.
I don't know.
Alright.
We could lock it in a room.
You don't. There's no cage inside the factory. There are boxes that you can put it in, but the boxes are not a cage, so you're not going to be able to see inside the box very well.
any?
How long do you
There
think
is-
this thing will be out for?
There is a closet that you could put it in, but again, there are no cages.
I
Is
mean,
there-
can't you just look at it and we release it?
Well, it seems dangerous too, and well, maybe we should show it to that that guy, the university guy.
How do you know he's not in on it? If he was looking for them.
Yeah, I don't know if we can trust him.
Well, true. He wasn't in on the dream machine thing, but
No, remember the men in black like interviewed him. Like they questioned him.
Yeah, they did, and you haven't seen him since.
We should put it in a box and try and get it to the university. The college.
yeah, that
Well,
does sound good. Is there any rope around here?
we should also see if it's not just a bird.
Yeah, maybe it's Cobb. No, that's not true.
Maybe it's a time vulture.
Oh, God.
Well, yeah, first thing, I guess we should examine this thing more closely.
We probably have limited time before it wakes up again, so we should probably do it quick.
Yeah, I'll make sure to kind of hold it by the wings, like kind of folding the wings inward so it can't escape.
And Willard's got his backpack mace ready.
All right, flail. It's more of a
Flail.
than
Yes,
it-
flail. I knew it as soon as I said it.
Yeah.
Damn nerds.
All right. I'm
Damn
gonna-
nerds and their D&D weaponry.
I'm gonna look again.
Me
Alright.
too.
All right.
Ooh.
This time you're only going to need one success.
I got
Blanket
two
It looks like
last
shit all.
Amelia fails unless she wants to push herself.
I got 2 last time. Let's see if
Yeah,
get
I will
this
push
far.
myself with exhausted because all of them are exhausting me.
Mhm.
All right.
Where am I? Right here. Reroll. Did it
All
work?
right. So
I
it
got
looks
one.
like-
Okay, there we go.
It
Great.
looks like all of you,
Except me.
except you, rolled one success. You now that it's unconscious and you have some piece to actually investigate. There is a device, and it looks very basic, like a almost like a flexible circuit board attached to the bird's neck, below the feathers, with several wires that lead into the bird's head.
Poor bird. Can I try and take it off?
It doesn't appear to negatively physically affect the bird. Like it's not infected or like it's stopping the bird from. It's not causing the bird any pain or like it's not the bird's not rejecting it, but it is a definitely wow, that's a new word. It is definitely a man-made device that has been attached to the bird.
It's like the $6 million bird.
Or does any of the wiring or anything look like what was on the helmet? The sleep thingy? Oh, I broke him.
Roll comprehend, and you're gonna need 3 successes for this.
Oh, I got 2.
You'll want to push yourself.
Can I try to help her on this, or if I can? I
Yes,
forget the
if you-
mechanical effect of that, though.
If you just want to roll comprehend,
Okay.
nope. Unless you push yourself,
Okay.
it doesn't achieve anything else.
So, do I keep my 2 successes if I re-roll?
You do.
Okay, I'm gonna do upset because even though out of character you've explained it's not hurting the bird, she doesn't completely understand technology, so she thinks that it is hurting the bird, or it
Alright.
could be hurting the bird, so she's
Well,
upset
I
about
mean,
that.
it still definitely hurt Cat and Fuzz
Damn
because
it!
they are bleeding.
Damn. Okay, well,
All right. No, I mean you can't tell. It's again, you know it's man-made, and obviously birds don't come like that naturally.
Willard, would you put your backpack down and come look at this thing?
I attempt a tinker roll to see if that'll give me any information about it, this device.
No, it would be comprehend.
Oh,
Tinker is more if you want to mess with it and try to make it do something else.
oh, okay. I'll try to comprehend, but I don't know if I can even get 3 successes.
You're the golden boy, of course you can.
You could do it.
Oh,
No.
Oh, I lost. Oh yeah. If no one else wants to look at it, I'm gonna try and take it off.
No. No. Look,
What?
it goes in its head.
Yeah, but maybe we can take it out so it stops trying to tell it what to do. It's
The
very
wires.
clearly a real bird.
You scramble its brain.
Birds aren't really smart to begin with.
It could bleed.
Fine. But it's just gonna go attack that other bird that we need to talk to. I can't believe I just said that out loud.
Oh no.
Oh,
Lost
Aw.
Chris.
and we lost Chris.
Now the bird's
Uh,
flown away.
Yeah, I said we cut the wires and then take the thing off, and that'll probably not do any harm to it, and at the same time render the device useless.
That's smart. Do we have scissors?
Knife or something sharp laying around.
Yeah,
The warehouse
yeah.
is probably a box cutter or something.
I'm sure we
Yeah,
do
no,
because we
there's a
built
box
a
cutter and
we built a
there's
device
tools.
here. So
yep. I'm gonna say you have access to your basic tools.
I don't know. I know every time men try to build stuff, they always have to go to Home Depot for something because they always forget something.
Well, guess what?
that's
It's the
parts
80s.
that
Home
we
Depot
need. That's
doesn't
not
exist.
tools.
Did you just say Home Depot didn't exist in the 80s?
Did not.
Well, I'm not aware that it existed.
No, it
I don't
didn't.
think it did.
No.
If it did, it wasn't everywhere like it is now.
Really?
Yeah, hardware
Yeah.
stores were like, Rands and,
Yeah, we went to
and
Rand's.
Ace Hardware and stuff
which
like
still
that.
exists.
Yeah, Andrew goes to Rand's all the time.
There used to be 2 Rands in
Of
Plymouth.
course he does.
Yeah,
Of
one
course.
downtown.
There was
and
one in the Hatch
Ames.
Plaza.
Yep.
Huh.
Oh yeah, there used to be an Ames there too.
Yeah, and a Radio Shack.
And a Stop and Shop.
Yeah, that was the Hannaford,
No,
right?
Shop and Save.
And
Sorry.
a,
Shop
and a
and Save.
gas station. And a Rite Aid.
There's still a Rite Aid. Wait.
And
a
that's
bank.
CVS.
There was
oh,
a
wait,
bank
there's
there,
Rite Aid.
too.
It used to be in Hatch Plaza.
It was founded in 1978, so fuck you. 2 years.
A
Yeah.
technicality.
And how many were there? Like 3 in the
Not
country?
around here.
Probably one.
I think
It was in Georgia.
Brody needs to go in the other room. Don't you? Go to bed so you stop bugging me while we wait for Chris. Come on. Put you in the other
I
room.
wonder
Let's see if his issue fixes itself.
Yeah, because he's not online either. So he must have lost internet. Where is he located now?
He's still in North Dakota, I think.
Oh,
I think
don't
he
know.
bought a house or something. So
Really?
Yeah, he paid for it in cash. Jeremy told me.
What the
Yeah,
fuck? What an
he must be-
asshole!
Must be making bank doing what he's doing.
Well, I mean,
Professor.
he probably doesn't spend his money for anything else.
True.
Yeah,
He's probably really good about it.
he doesn't
Damn.
have any kids or wife, so
Or a car. Does he have a car? I don't even know if he drives.
No, I don't think he
I
drives.
don't know. I don't think so.
All right, I'm gonna go FK for a second.
Okay, bye. He's typing, but he can't get onto Discord.
Ah. Look, chunky die.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw you posted that in Amanda's thing today.
Yeah.
You got that from her Etsy?
Uh-huh. It actually fits my hand. I love it. Look at the difference between them. That's a regular
Oh, wow.
D20.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Jamie says his is even bigger. But he could be just bragging, like guys do.
Which stories?
I didn't tell her, by the way, Hunter. The person that was fighting me for it, or not fighting me, we were joking around.
Yeah.
But she's the She-Hulk fan that made that poster and stuff. She's got like 20,000 followers or something.
Oh.
And she reposted her Etsy. She put it in the link and stuff. So I'm hoping that people will actually go buy some stuff.
Oh wow. And you didn't tell Amanda?
No, it seemed like I was bragging.
I mean, I think she'd be happy about getting the.
I don't think she
Like-
even used Twitter anymore because she was tagged in it when she first did it. She didn't seem to notice it. So the last post she had was from last year.
She is very absent-minded.
Besides,
I'm back.
if it doesn't turn into sales, then I'll feel bad that I brought it up. So welcome back, Chris.
Thanks.
Welcome back. Does it seem stable?
Seems like it. So what have I missed?
We were talking about my
Nothing.
chunky dice.
Ah,
Oh, and I went AFK for a second. So
And
you
we
didn't
threw the
miss
bird
anything.
away.
We did
Wait.
not.
No. Did you hear? We're gonna talk about cutting the wire, and then trying to
Alright.
get off. Maybe.
well, if we cut the wires, then I mean that might be a good idea. But what will happen to the bird, and what? Maybe we should get someone who knows something about this to look at it before doing that.
Like
The
who?
only
Who can we even trust at this point?
I guess. Plus, nobody's gonna believe us if we just say to them, hey, we found this on a bird connected to its brain. Unless we show them.
Yeah, but again, who would we trust? We don't know who was doing research at the university. And the only person that we knew of, haven't seen at all. We could go look for him at the university, but the odds of keeping a wild animal from leaving? Plus, how are we going to feed it and take care of it?
Hmm.
At least we know the chickadees can find us.
And we know they
True.
can't find us too.
Well, they can now.
Yeah, I think we should take the device and set the bird itself free.
Yeah, I guess
Probably will be okay for a while.
Maybe if we cut the wires really short so they don't catch on anything.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
The wires go straight from the small circuit board right into the bird's head.
Yeah. And they wanted to cut the wires that were doing that.
Yeah.
You don't think Willard's going to do that, do you? That's all fuzz.
Fine, give me the box cutter. I'll do it.
His wire cutters.
Hopefully it's not a bomb.
Wait, maybe the government is putting bombs on birds.
No, I don't actually think it's a bomb.
That's not a bomb, man. It's too small and computery.
And way too obvious if hawks and chickadees started exploding.
Alright, give the wire cutters to Fuzz and back up. But still looking.
All right, I'm going to cut the wires, I guess.
All right. You cut the wires. Nothing happens.
Should we put it outside now?
Yeah,
Let it
probably.
recover and fly away to be an actual bird?
I mean, the bird's still
Yes.
limp. So you can't really tell a difference anyway.
Right. But we're just gonna go take the unconscious bird outside, so when it comes to, it can just fly off.
Right.
We'll come out and there'll be like a swarm of chickadees, like killing it.
Well, I suppose.
Plot twist.
Suppose we could kill it.
No.
No.
Why would we do that?
If we were gonna kill it, we should have killed it to begin with instead of disconnecting the wires. We're trying to be humane here.
I guess. Well, who knows what those wires are doing in its head to its brain, but
Well, whatever it was,
Hope
it's
this
not doing
helps.
it anymore.
I mean, it won't be as bad off as it was, I would think.
let's hope not.
Do we know? Is there like a program around that has anything to do with hawks and birds and stuff, like hawk landings, teaching classes about them?
I mean, there's
The Romney.
bird. Yeah, there's clubs and organizations in the area that bird watchers and groups that have information on birds.
The Romney Science Center would do that kind of stuff.
We should look at the
Oh, yeah.
school, the college, and see if they have any clubs that do that.
It's a good idea.
Thanks.
Alas, it is a holiday. Or it's
No,
soon-
tomorrow's the
No.
holiday.
Tomorrow's the
Tomorrow's
holiday.
a holiday. Tomorrow's a holiday.
Tomorrow's a holiday, but school's probably not in session, especially not clubs.
So, when looking at the circuit board, it's comprehend, not program or something to
Correct.
tell what it is. Okay.
I mean, technically, you could use Tinker to attach it to a personal computer if you had one, and then you could use Program. But I'm not going to get into the minutia of that.
One of those portable computers, you know, the one you put on the forklift, carry it around.
Yeah.
Or on the tractor.
Yeah, on the tractor.
Amelia's family is well-to-do enough to have a PC.
You are not touching our computer.
What?
It is rather large, with a very bulky monitor.
You're not bringing a bird in, and you're not overstepping your bounds by stealing our laptop or our computer.
Well, we can bring the circuit board to it.
I don't think we could physically steal a computer. They're much too big.
That would be cool. You could try taking it off, but don't do anything to hurt the bird.
Well, the school also has a computer lab as well. But that involves a whole other set of
Appearances
yeah.
that we don't have. Or breaking in.
Which you guys have an affinity for, apparently.
It's just an idea. I didn't say we should definitely do it.
Well, we already took the circuit board, cut the wire, and took the circuit board, correct?
We only cut the
Yes.
wires.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, cutting the wires, unattached the circuit board.
You tried to say
Oh.
disconnected and detached at the same time.
Yeah, we cut it away from the musculature.
Yeah, the musculature.
Yes.
The circuit board is perhaps only like an inch to an inch and a half in size. It's not very big at all.
Well, yeah, it would have to be small to be on a bird.
Okay, so it's like glued to the bird, then?
It's not glued to the bird. It was the wires were keeping it in place.
Okay.
That's what I thought, yeah. So when we cut the wires, we essentially cut the circuit board away.
Yeah, exactly.
So we do have it. It wasn't established, Chris. That was all. So yes, we do have the circuit board. However, as a person, you guys know more tech than I do. And her, what kind of information can you get off of a circuit board? Like genuinely, what?
Possibly the manufacturer, or if it's whatchamacallit, if it's actually like set up with logic and such, you might be able to figure out like,
or mass produced. You could probably determine if it's mass produced. But I'm not going to give away that information for free.
I was just saying, I don't know what circuit boards do, okay?
Well, and we need somebody here that's actually into that kind of thing to have any idea in the 80s at all. So, I don't know
My
who
tech is 5.
Well, there you go.
Which one? Oh, tech as just a regular attribute.
Tech.
Got it.
Yeah, what would it be? Comprehend still or program?
Oh, my tech
or
is
something?
4.
What skill would it be to try to get that information from the board?
Investigate, maybe?
Let's see. Well, no, investigate is mind.
Program.
This is very much a technical. Let me just take a look here. No, not
I think you'd have to say Tinker Knight, because the other two wouldn't make any sense for that. I bet.
I would guess program. I think that's what we used with the EMF detector thing.
Yeah, you might have. Program tech. The ability to create and manipulate computer programs and electronic devices. This is a sister skill to Tinker, but used for electronic things rather than mechanical things. Game Master will tell you what it takes to create something. Some examples: you need a certain item. You need to successfully calculate. You need to successfully comprehend. All right. So I guess what I should be asking you is, what is your goal?
We want to figure out what this thing does.
So that would be comprehend.
I was gonna say, I think if I don't know what circuit boards look like. If you can figure out the manufacturer, would that name be on it? So just looking for if their name would be on it, or would that be something you have to plug
Sometimes.
it into the computer?
Well,
No,
you know,
sometimes. And then sometimes the
manufacturer-
components would have
Yeah,
names on
you
them.
would just get the company that manufactured that component.
Well, so I would like to try with comprehend to
All
look
right.
into that to see if it's something that you would recognize, like Dell. I don't know. I know nothing about technology.
Broadcom would be a good
Well,
one.
I mean, it's mine. If comprehend is mine, so
Woo!
nope.
A whole 0.
And you are upset and exhausted.
Which is accurate, because I don't know fuck all about technology, so.
Anyone else?
I can try, but I'm not making any promises. I think we need some way to interact with this thing. Like, yeah,
Nope.
like we need a computer or something to hook it into or onto or up to or whatever you do with it.
I guess I'll try, but
Nope.
I only got a 1.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. You must have rolled it. Comprehend with a 1. With a comprehend of 1, you know that this is not mass produced. It's actually custom made. Like, it is not something like you can, as you look at it, you flip it around in your hand, you can see that the soldering is not like in a mass produced electronic device. Even in the 80s, it is in a factory. It is very robotic. The welds are the same. The soldering is the same. Looking at this, you can see that the whole thing was custom made.
See, look at the inconsistencies in the solder patterns. Somebody handmade this.
Yeah. Like the G-Men. Or the university. I do wonder if that dream machine was made to control these birds.
Could you
Maybe
hook
it
them
is
up
a
together?
government program to have birds
What
spy on
purpose, though?
people.
I guess it could be.
I mean, the deal with the dream machine was that people had to be asleep, so they kind of couldn't fully think, I'm thinking. If I'm remembering right.
Put
Keep in
their
mind we have
mind,
two.
put their mind in a neutral position.
Okay.
Keep in mind we have two different birds, one hunting the other. So does that mean there are two parties at work,
Hmm.
Well,
each with
maybe
their own?
maybe they're not
thing?
controlling them. Maybe they just stuck them on them. I mean, hawks attack chickadees.
I was just thinking the same thing. Maybe they were asking for help to, how do I put this stupidly? Like, an animal isn't very smart, so chickadee needed our help to get away from the hawk, so he was asking for help, and then the hawk wanted to kill it to get food.
And then it was
So
mad at you, so it wanted to kill you.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So in that case, maybe this thing is just to make them
But
be able to talk.
it was
maybe.
perceptive enough to call Cat a butthead.
That was Amelia.
Yeah.
No, all right.
Oh, so it was
You're
saying
right
it
and wrong.
at
It was the timing, which I guess I didn't convey.
it was
Is
saying it
that
at
it
Cat.
happened? It happened right after Cat passed Amelia, yelling insults at Amelia.
Still, it could be a very simple thought. If it has the ability to talk, it's repeating what it's heard.
And why would it be defending you? Unless it
She's
was,
the nice.
unless it was just,
She's the nice one.
unless it was just, thinking that it was being insulted, so it was responding in kind.
Or you saw how fast Cat was coming down the hill. Maybe the bird was in Cat's way and almost got run over.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we should see what plays out. Keep the bird, put it outside, see what happens.
I don't
I
see
mean,
any.
obviously,
I don't see any cameras or like radio equipment on this thing. Like, how would they control it or know where it was?
Right.
maybe the hawk. Well, they would have to be trained to come
Well,
back.
being the 80s, the smallest camera that you're aware of is the size of a brick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, and there's no radio transistors or anything on this.
Not that you
board?
have identified.
Okay.
And you would. I'm guessing those of you with any tinker skill or program skill of whatsoever would realize that if it did anything with radio waves, it would need some type of antenna. And the circuit
Okay.
board did not have any type of antenna.
As I said.
Well, does any of you know anyone at the university or the maybe the teacher who
No, but
that computer teacher?
no, but you know who we could get help from?
Who?
The Radio Shack.
I mean, my dad is a professor at the college, but we can go to the
yeah.
Radio Shack.
What area is he in? Is he in again?
Biology? Because what I'm gonna bullshit
Yeah.
make up?
Yeah, I don't think we declared what he was a professor of.
Meteorology.
I do remember you having your father being an academic.
Yes. My mom's
Science.
a teacher
Perfect.
at the science. My mom's a teacher at the middle school, but we get the money from dad, who is a professor at the college.
Right, because she was Kat's teacher.
Right. So we'll say science,
Weird science.
specifically
No.
biology.
Sure. Biology. He's a
Maybe
biology
he'd know,
professor.
but at least he might know someone at the university who could take a look at this.
I mean, we can ask. I don't know if he's gonna want to spend his time on it. We could just tell him we found it, see what he says, instead of giving him any inclination of what it is.
Yeah, something tells me they wouldn't believe us unless we brought him the bird, and even if we did.
I have a feeling we wouldn't get that circuit board back once we loaned it out to him.
That's a good point.
Not that I don't trust your dad, but who knows who's involved in the university, and
Yeah, the man always fucks you over.
balls have ears, man.
Yeah, and I don't want my dad disappearing. No offense, Kat.
The guy at the Radio Shack is really cool. And he knows his stuff. They have like all kinds of components and stuff.
Oh, I guess we might as well try that.
Sounds good to me.
I urge to admit I don't know that much about transistors and circuit boards and programming and stuff.
I don't know that much about radios or shacks.
I know about shacks.
All right. Is that your next stop?
Guess so.
Though I suppose
Alright.
it might be a little strange going in bleeding. Does anyone have a coat?
That's why I said we need to get you guys cleaned up. Where are we going?
Okay, well, probably some
You-
blood on my shirt and stuff at this point, but
You can clean up at the local Stop and Shop.
Hey, we got water here at the hideout, right?
Sure.
okay, yeah, I guess I'll do that real quick.
All right. You clean up
Me too.
and you make your way to Radio Shack, which is not that far from the hideout, actually. It's in Hatch Plaza.
Very close.
And you go into the Radio Shack, and you are immediately assaulted by rows and rows of television screens, electronical devices, remote control cars, an Armatron robot that picks up a ball and deposits it in a different location. You know, anything that's electronic, headphones, tape players, not a Sony Walkman.
Are any of these TV screens playing MTV?
No.
Oh, never mind then. I was gonna say I am definitely distracted if they are.
No, but they have a lot of audio equipment in there.
They do have a lot of audio equipment, and you probably, Fuzz, have been here searching for different connectors and whatnot for your guitar and your amp, but probably not for much else.
Right. Okay.
Like they have a lot of adapters and cables and stuff like that, but they obviously don't sell electric guitars.
No.
And you enter, and there are two associates working One of them is helping an older man by what appears to be a personal recorder, which is a tiny device, much like a tape deck. But it fits in the palm of his hands, which seems incredibly small to you. And you can see that the sales associate is saying, this is the best model. It's going to cost you about $500, but this is the smallest and most advanced personal recording device you're ever going to have.
That's suspicious.
And the tapes, and he hits a button on the recorder, and he pops, much like a Walkman, which all of you are well aware of.
But do not own.
Actually,
Only Amelia
do
has
not-
one.
Well, I mean, you might own, but I meant the younger of the audience here. Hunter, do you remember? Do you even know what a tape cassette is?
Yes, I had
Alright.
one.
All right.
Was it a Barbie one?
No, it was gray and boring.
All right. So he pops the tape recorder open, and it is a tiny, maybe like a 2-inch little cassette tape, which seems like microscopic to you guys. He pops it and says, "This will record 30 minutes of audio. Anything that you say once you hit record will be recorded on this tape. All 30 minutes. And then when you're done with your 30 minutes, you just flip it over and you record another 30 minutes." And the older gentleman, who is dressed kind of nicely, I mean, he's not wearing casual wear. He's actually wearing like a button-down shirt and slacks and kind of dress shoes, is looking at that like, this is going to be a lifesaver. The younger of the associates, who Willard knows,
Wayne.
his name is Wayne.
Yep.
Right. He's like, he kind of looks at you, and he's kind of like ignoring his coworker and the guy that he's helping, and he's playing with actually a remote control truck, kind of in the back, next to the they're not random. They're very well organized, but the very like plethora of small electronic pieces. So like little circuit boards and resistors, all in their own little plastic baggies, and each one priced separately. But he's kind of in the back of the store, and he's kind of like playing with this truck that is like the size of a shoebox. And he has a controller in his hand that is fairly large and has 2 little joysticks. And he's playing with this truck, and he notices you, Willard, as you come in, and he stops playing with the truck, and he looks up, says, "Willard,
Hey, Wayne.
what's up?"
Hey,
Man, you know we can't go back. You don't work here.
I know, but something really weird to show you. Me and my friends, and he looks very proud to be like pointing out that he has friends.
She visibly rolls her eyes.
He kind of looks at you and like, are these like? He gives you a look like, are these really your friends? You're gonna have to charm him to take you into the back room.
Hey, Amelia.
Okay, she will walk up to him. Can you please just do this for us? We are friends after all. And if you're friends with Willard, you're friends with me.
All right, roll your charm.
Now I'm rolling my eyes.
Wow, I have a +3.
Yeah, well, because you're also upset and exhausted.
Oh, that is mean.
He looks at you. He looks at you and is like, I don't know who you are, girl, but you're underage.
All right, let me give this a shot.
How fucking old is this guy?
He's probably like 18.
Oh, okay.
Look, buddy, you do this for me, and I'll owe you a favor. Now, that might not seem like much right now, but I'm on my way to becoming the next Eddie Van Halen. I think you know who that is. So
I mean,
I'm the kind of guy you want to
as
be
soon
in
as you
with.
say Eddie Van Halen, he kind of looks impressed. But let's see how you land that one.
Come on, you can do it.
One of my
Do
better
it.
skills.
I know. I had a 3. That's my best skill.
I have a
I
2.
know. Well, I mean, you have to
Oh,
push yourself. All right, 1 is all you needed.
Ugh. Yeah. All right,
He's
golden
like,
boy.
yeah, I know. I've seen you around the store, man. You got did that connector, that R22 connector, work for you last week?
oh, like a charm.
Ah,
It's
man,
beautiful.
sweet. Remember, when you hit it big, you look me up. I will
That's
be
right.
your best tech guy.
That's right. You got it. You got a job.
Willard, you need to hang out with this guy more.
I do, like all the time.
He does.
Somehow I don't
I know.
believe that, but this kid right here, he's the golden child.
You don't know the half of it, dude.
Every game.
Every
that-
game.
Hey,
He
is that a
look-
Ford
he,
F-150? I'm looking at the car.
What did you say?
Is that a Ford F-150 or whatever model of car it is? The model truck or whatever he's using?
Yeah, Cat. He kind of ignores you. He looks up at his coworker, who is still trying to sell this ridiculous piece of tech to this old guy or older gentleman, who, if you didn't know any better, he's probably a lawyer or a doctor or some very doctorate kind of profession. And he's trying his best to sell him on this personal recorder. But he's not paying attention to anything else. And as soon as Wayne sees this, he kind of like motions you into the back room, which he's like, quick, back here. And he pushes you all in there amongst the various boxes of electronical toys and gadgets and electronic paraphernalia. And he says, what do you got? What do you got to show me?
Show him, Cap. Show him.
I'll pull out the circuit board. We found this board somewhere.
It's custom, but like nothing I've ever seen. Can you like ID any of it? Yes, he talked over you to keep you from blabbing.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't know if Cat's a blabber. I'm just thinking Gert. It's just in my head. I'm sorry.
Hold on. I gotta check something here for a second. And all right, so we're gonna retroactively make a roll here. I'm gonna have Willard make a contact roll
Why me?
to judge the quality of Wayne being a contact. All right, 0 successes.
I want to use luck.
All right, go ahead and re-roll.
I thought luck you automatically succeeded.
Let me just double check that. I think you might need to I think only luck can add if you already rolled a success.
Oh, is it
Hold
you're
on.
using your pride? Wait, that is what luck. Whatever. I know what I mean.
They give you a chance to re-roll dice. Explained in Chapter 5.
Rising in pride. You can use your pride once per mystery to gain an automatic success. You can activate pride after a failed roll, or even after a successful roll to add to the success.
Luck points let
Luck.
you re-roll failed dice without
Luck.
needing to push.
Yep. So if you can somehow narratively explain how your pride comes into effect, and you use it, and you want to use it, you're not going to be able to use it for the rest of this game this year if you use it.
Right.
Oh, I should have used my pride on figuring out what it did.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
Wow.
What is your pride?
Ooh.
Mine is my machines will one day conquer the world.
And I play the guitar pride to help him with his role. Since they did the whole Eddie Van Halen.
I'm gonna say no.
No.
I forgot all about the iconic items, but I don't think I could think of a good way to use a rat for that.
You could use your pride.
No, the rat. My iconic item.
You're kind of. I mean, that's gonna add 2 dice.
Yeah. No, I just failed. That's all.
All right. So Wayne's not gonna know anything. Sorry.
All that build up about the Radio Shack.
He's like, I don't know, man. Wait, did you pull this out of your ColecoVision?
No.
I told you to stop taking that stuff apart.
No, I was just hoping you knew something. Anything.
There's gotta be some way to hook this up to a computer. I mean, I solder up some wires, but well,
No, man. Wayne looks at you and like, dude, this looks like how? Looks like the inside of an RC, remote controlled vehicle or something.
We're gonna have to ask your dad, say to Amelia.
I don't know. I don't trust it.
Thanks,
I don't want
Wayne.
him getting involved.
You know,
It's her.
Jim, that GIF that you put is from a movie called The Golden Child, right?
I 100% know that. That's why I used it.
All right. Good boy.
What did you think I did it for?
Has Brian seen this movie?
I actually haven't, but I feel like I should now.
What?
You've gotta see it.
It's
My-
a freaking autobiography of his life. Why does he need to see it?
Yeah, I already know the whole story. I was there.
My brother Noopsy.
Brother Noomsy.
Charles Dance is in it, so that's enough reason to watch it right there.
Okay, so that guy right there, he's trying to keep this little kid that Eddie Murphy saves little kids that get in trouble, and he's trying to steal him, and Eddie Murphy's trying to protect him, and it's really funny. And I don't want to give away the plot too much, but it's kind of a
that's,
fantasy.
I won't give away the plot, but let's just say Charles Dance plays a cult creature.
Yes, and he is very good at being evil and fun.
Well, I knew that
Yeah.
from Game of Thrones.
And I've actually drawn, I'll let you in on a little secret here. I've actually drawn very many ideas from that movie to Shadowrun.
Well,
Oh, yeah?
I mean, Eddie Murphy is basically a face. Like in this scene right here, he's in the middle of an airport, and he basically this guy's getting ready to grab him. He gets the whole airport
Well-
involved in it.
You're not setting up the context though.
What do you mean?
They're trying to smuggle through this weapon, like this like
A
archaic
knife.
kind
yeah,
of.
it's a 4-bladed
yeah.
knife.
It's a sacrificial knife, and they're trying to get it through customs.
And they're in Nepal, and he's got them like chanting "Viva Nepal! Viva Nepal!" And he's like, "This is my brother Numsi." And he like goes over, and this guy's like basically a demon guy. That's why he looks all surprised when he kisses him, because
Yeah,
it's funny.
it's not a great. It's not a great movie.
No, but it's funny.
Don't get me wrong. It's not
got
a
funny
great
stuff. Yeah. It's basically one of the few fantasy movies from our earlier years, so thus it is better in our minds than it actually is.
Is it as good as Big Trouble in Little China?
No,
I'd
not
say-
quite. but
well, maybe I'd say it's equal.
they're
I
similar.
really like that movie.
They're very similar, I think, in their humor and even their plot lines in some ways. But I think Big Trouble is a better movie.
Yeah, it's slightly better.
Not much, but
Only because Eddie Murphy tends to play the same type of character,
yeah, basically.
He's kind
the
of
wisecracking smartass.
Mm-hmm.
That's willing to be outrageous in front of everybody.
Yep.
That you say that.
Anyways.
He's kind of typecast, isn't he?
Back to game.
Well, we
Yeah, I Wayne says I can't help you. I don't recognize this.
You know anyone who could help us?
I don't know. Don't you have any friends in school? I mean, I remember.
Yeah, but they're all stupid.
You damn straight there. I don't know. What was that guy that taught that keyboard class? Was his name Mr. Reed?
Yeah, but he's like a teacher.
Yeah, they teach you because they know things, right?
I think we should do it just to make Jamie play Mr. Reed.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, that's a real teacher?
Yeah.
It is.
That's really weird because I had a teacher that was Mr. Reed, but he was also Coach Reed because he was our soccer
No.
coach. So
Oh no, this guy was a
Mr.
nerd
Reed-
through and through.
Yeah, he would not be a soccer coach.
No. Like he probably if we were all if he was like still our age now, which he was basically then, he'd probably be like hanging out with us playing games.
Probably.
I mean, he helped us buy shareware games and we'd play them all together in the
Yeah.
classroom. So
Yeah, in the classroom.
So let's go see this Mr. Reed guy and not involve my dad.
Well, we wouldn't need to involve your dad. Just ask him about other people at the university.
Yeah, but you know how easily, or maybe you don't know how easily word gets back to where things came from.
I guess.
Especially if we're going up to a teacher, they know what the technology is about, and it gets back that it's us. My dad might not disappear, but we might.
I'm looking at Wayne going, well, anyway, thanks, Wayne.
I don't mean to be a downer or all, but you really can't be in the back room. I thought you really had something to show me. So I'm going to have to ask you to get out.
We go out the back.
This is the last time.
Yes.
Last time.
That's
It's
what
just
you
so
said
cool.
last time.
And he opens up the back door. And you are now exiting out the back of the store into the back of the strip mall that is Hatch Plaza.
Spent a lot of time back there when I was a kid.
Wow.
Yeah,
We
there was
walked
nothing
out
to
the
do in
back
Plymouth.
door.
There's nothing to do in Plymouth.
We walked out a back door.
Yep.
I was kind of an idiot.
Yeah, apparently.
He knows his stuff sometimes.
Well, let's go find Mr. Reed. I'm assuming I would know this teacher too.
He's not going to be at
You
school.
would. All of you but Kat would probably know this teacher.
What time is it?
It's getting on in the day. It's probably about 4 or 5 o'clock. It's probably about dinner time.
School's not even open, and it's not going to be open tomorrow either.
We'd have to go to his house.
Yeah.
I am not going to a teacher's house. I have to do that every day.
Yeah, I'm okay with that idea.
And you don't even
Uh,
know where he lives because teachers don't share
I know.
their personal address.
I know.
It's not like we can look it up online.
We could look him up in the phone book and
Can
call
map
Yellow
my-
pages.
Yep.
You could look them up in the phone book.
Either we're not.
They listed addresses in the phone book.
They sure did.
We are not going to his house.
Yeah, I don't think we should disturb him at his home.
That's okay. He's not married anyway.
That's not really the point.
Well, are you guys hungry?
Always.
Yeah, I
I'm a
guess.
teenage boy.
Well, I don't really have any money.
I'm not talking about going out to eat. I was talking about coming to my house. So we can tell Mom you're coming over tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. After about a 20-minute walk from Hatch Plaza,
Uphill.
you arrive at Amelia's house, where you see parked between the house and the barn is Cat's tractor. With the hood very much open, revealing that the battery is still clearly not there. As you approach the house, Amelia's mother pokes out from the kitchen door and says, "Oh, Amelia and Kat, I see you're bringing your friends home. We're almost
Yeah.
ready for dinner."
Can they stay for dinner?
Yeah, of course they can. And then
Can they-
suddenly, as she says that, you can hear your brother, Mom, really? Come on. Amelia's friends are dweebs.
How
They're
old is this
Cat's
kid?
friends.
No offense, Kat. I mean, no offense, Amelia.
They're
But
Cat's
you
friends.
hang out with some weird people.
They're Cat's friends.
Oh, they're cat friends? All right.
Can I use your phone to call my mom?
Of course you can, says Amelia's mother. If you couldn't tell the difference.
I could.
Now I've been getting it wrong. Is it Anthony? Anthony is my older brother. That's my anchor. Is he the one that's saying that, or is it Alex, who is the younger one? They're
No, it's
both
Anthony.
probably equal shitheads.
It's Anthony. I'm going to
Okay.
say the younger brothers takes the lead, and he's probably the silent sibling
Okay.
who
How old is this?
who silently judges you. He just doesn't say anything until
How old is the older one?
15.
Oh, same age as me. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, but he doesn't like you because you're not in the sports.
Yeah, I don't care.
And he's a jock.
You can fuck off.
And Amelia is somehow, strangely enough, in between two worlds or three worlds.
All of them.
All of the worlds. She is the Scarlet Witch of this multiverse.
Being pulled in multiple directions.
Yep. But that's how I know everything. I know everything and everything about anybody.
Yep.
That's her pride.
She is the multiversal conduit
It's
of
exhausting.
all these different dimensions.
She even knows Cynthia.
And she even knows Cynthia.
I do not know Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum.
Oh,
Leave
right.
Chrysanthemum out of this.
We need bring back the Chrysanthemum cut. Anyways.
Only if you bring in Tora.
you all have dinner at Amelia's house. Tonight you are having
Hamburger helper.
nope.
Mm.
You are having let's see, what was a dish? You are all having chipped beef, which is you don't even know if it's beef. It is some type of meat that comes from a jar that is served on toast with a type of cream gravy served on top, usually with mashed potato and a vegetable. Tonight it is going to be peas and carrots. It is not the most gross tasting item that you ever had. It is not the most normal thing that you've ever had. It is literally just mass produced. Closest thing that you can refer it to, if you haven't had it, is corned beef.
Oh, corned beef.
It is not quite as salty as corned beef,
Boo.
but it is a meat, like a cold cut, served warm.
So it's a warm cut.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
And for 3 of you, it's a free meal, so better enjoy it.
And your father is not present, of course. He never seems to be present. But your mother says, "Are these the friends that are going to be joining us tomorrow?"
Yes.
Yes, please.
Oh, excellent. Kat, I'm so glad you're well, I mean, your friends are older than you, but I'm glad you're getting friends.
Well, I'd say we're just as much friends with Amelia as we are with Kat.
You motherfucker.
Oh, Amelia, I knew it.
We can agree to disagree on that sentiment.
Well, you did invite me.
All right.
I invited you on behalf of Kat
Oh,
because
Anthony speaks up and says, "I knew it."
well, isn't Amelia friends with everyone? I mean,
yeah, that's it.
She
I'm
knows
friends with
everybody.
everyone.
And that's when Alexander, the silent sibling, speaks up. Yeah, she's friends with everyone.
Alex, fuck off.
Oh, what does that mean?
Alex sounds like he's been drinking.
Yeah, he's had too much chocolate milk.
Yeah, he's like 10.
He's got a sugar buzz.
No, I'm gonna say just for that he's in the single digits. He's 9, and his birthday is until next year.
Yeah. Amelia's mother says, "Alex, how could you?"
She got problems with everybody. Jesus,
I mean, you're kids. I mean, kids have problems with everyone.
I
Let's be
know
honest.
it's funny. It's just interesting. Anyway, yes, they will be coming here tomorrow, and they know they need to be here at 3:00.
Excellent. Do any of you need a ride home after dinner?
I do.
Excellent. And how about you, sir? She looks at you, Fuzz.
Yeah, sir.
Nah, I think I'm cool, Mrs. Amelia, but thanks anyway.
I could give you a ride
call
home.
Call me Mrs. Radcliffe.
Oh, Mrs. Radcliffe. Okay.
I thought you were going to say, call me Pamela.
Oh, cougar, is it?
No.
Well, I
Cat.
could give him a ride home.
No,
No.
Kat, you are not giving anyone a ride home. You're only 13. You are
And
not
you're
to
not
drive
driving a
that
tractor.
You're not to drive that tractor out of the yard.
Oh, can I at least
I
drive
feel
it
like
in
that
the
tractor
yard?
is the hovercraft of this game.
Yeah, definitely.
You are now dubbed Peggy.
Maybe this is Peggy's grandmother.
Maybe.
I'm just thinking now you should be in a wheelchair.
Great. I have goals to break to break Kat's legs so that she has to be in a wheelchair.
Or tractor.
Or tractor.
Cover her spine at the
Anyways.
waist.
All right. So after dinner, you're given a dessert of cake, and Willard, you are driven home to your to your home on Texas Hill Road, which, if I remember correctly, that's where it was.
Mhm.
Fuzz, you are allowed. Well, yeah, you're allowed to walk home.
Thanks.
You
But I
were allowed
promise you.
to leave.
Glad I'm not held prisoner. That's a plus.
And we pick up the very next day on July 4th, where, again, Mrs. Radcliffe provides breakfast to Kat and Amelia and the other Radcliffe children. And Willard and Fuzz, you have to survive on cornflakes and milk, or cornflakes and water if your family cannot afford milk.
I think my family can afford it, but yeah,
He's going through a phase. He
have-
he eats it with water.
I have other family issues. That's not one of them.
Right. And
Thing first, that evening, can I spend some time bandaging myself and spending time with my cat, heal up that injury?
did you change your cat as your?
Yeah.
You did indeed. All right. Yes, you can clear one condition.
Can I spend time with Anthony and do the same, even though he's a pain in the ass?
Yes, you spend time with Anthony. I'm going to say in the basement, you have set up it's either a pool table or a ping pong table, your choice.
Cool.
Pool. All right, you play a game of pool with your brother, and you are able to clear one condition.
Awesome. I cleared upset.
All right.
Can I hang out with my older brother and maybe jam
Play
on
some
some
guitar?
guitar or something?
Yep, and you can clear up one condition.
Cool.
Willard,
You can't do
you
anything,
have any
Jim.
conditions?
I do, but I had to go home.
All right. You don't
Who's
have
your-
anything at home that can clear your conditions?
You don't have an anchor?
No, my anchor doesn't live with me.
And now
Is
you
Cobb
have-
your anchor?
No.
You have
Okay.
me. You have me curious. Oh, all right, That's cool. All right. I'm glad to see it's not Wayne.
The whole time it was Wayne.
That would give him a condition.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean,
Exhausted.
seriously, I think maybe you should change it to Wayne. But anyways,
If I was gonna change it to anything, it would be like, listening to Boy George song over and over and over again all night.
your anchor has to be it can't be a song.
Could
Gonna be a
do.
I'm
person
surprised
for-
it's not George.
I could have a statue of Boy George that I worship. You don't know.
I'm pretty sure it has to be a person.
Maybe
But,
an
I'm
pet or
allowing
something.
Cat to change it to a cat, but anyways, we're
I
not
see
going to
who
get
the
into
favorite is. I know who the favorite is now. It's
You're
not
the
me.
favorite.
It's Chris,
No, you're the
obviously.
favorite.
Okay, well, we all
Whatever,
know it's
man.
Brian, so you guys can
Whatever.
relax.
I'm the golden boy. There's no dispute here.
Yeah, come on, guys. Get it
Well,
together.
so first of all, I mentioned my cat in my bio, but second, my anchor disappeared last session, so
yeah.
I needed to
Anyways.
change it.
I mean, you could spend time stalking your anchor. That might have a calming effect.
You talking about me?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
Rara is like an older person, an old drag queen that I hang out with.
All right.
I don't think I stalk.
so
I don't think
stalk
I
them.
stalk. I don't think I stalk Rara. I just go over and look through old photo albums from when he was over in California and doing shows and stuff.
All right. Anyways, the night passes, and all of you heal your conditions through your various anchors, except for Willard. And now it is now July 4th, and the morning passes with your breakfast of choice, and it gets to be afternoon. And you can see that there's a buzz in the air from the people around you, or once you leave home. It seems everyone is alight with seeing fireworks that night. Who's rolling? All right. Anyways, and about 3:00, I'm going to assume those of you who don't live at the Redcliffe household make their way to the household.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you are pushed into a station wagon. The backseat is actually filled with the Radcliffe children.
Yeah, but this is the 80s.
So-
We could ride in the back.
Exactly.
We need seatbelts.
Cat, Willard, and Fuzz, you are all pushed into the back of the station wagon. So you're just kind of leaning against the back seat, facing backwards, with no car seat. No car seat. I mean, no seatbelt. Just facing, looking towards the traffic behind the car. And you are brought a short ride to the town of Ashland, which is, a short distance to the south. It's perhaps a 20-minute ride. You actually park along Route 3, some distance away from town, because you can see ahead of you that there is a line of cars parked along the side of the road going into Ashland.
That's actually what happens.
Mm-hmm.
It is actually.
I was gonna say, checks out.
You get out. I mean, you park, and then the Radcliffe family gets out, and you follow, and you walk probably half a mile under the underpass of 93 and into the town of Ashland. You can see numerous people also walking in to the ballpark, which there is a small, looks like carnival set up. There are various amusement park rides and fair food available. The Radcliffe family doesn't provide for Willard or Fuzz, but Amelia and Kat, you are allowed to have any fair item that you wish to have. French fried dough, any of that
Awesome.
stuff.
Poutine?
Well, yeah.
If
Not
they have that
really.
at fairs.
Yeah,
and
not
stuff.
really a thing in New Hampshire.
They
Yeah.
had it at the fair this weekend. Sorry to
Okay,
burst your bubble,
in
but
the
they had it at the.
80s, it wasn't a thing
Feeler-
in New Hampshire.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a thing, man.
Just
It wasn't a
saying.
thing.
I was
What?
defending you, Chris. I got
Yeah.
you.
They
No,
don't
it
have
was like-
poutine here?
It was like caramel apples.
Oh yeah, you're from
or-
Canada, aren't you?
Don't forget fried dough.
Okay.
That was the most important thing. Fried dough.
Yeah, fried dough. Yeah, or shaved ice,
French fries.
Oh yeah.
French fries,
Mm.
fair food.
Yes.
Sausage
Which
subs.
is served on like a very small carnival section. And you can see that the ballpark, you've been here before. The ballpark has actually, half of the ballpark has been roped off. Like you're not to approach a certain area of the ballpark, which you can see people setting up fire, like launchers set into the ground for once the sun sets and it gets dark, they're going to launch the fireworks. But you're given free reign over the small carnival area. And once you do so, Willard,
That's me.
you are approached by a gentleman who his name is Stephen, and he is a member of the Little League team that Cobb and Anthony, Amelia's older brother, is a member of. He is alone. He approaches you as you are buying a fair food of your choice, which is
Fried dough.
all right. As you are buying fried dough,
I just want to say that I would be right there with him too.
all right. Also getting fried dough.
Yeah.
And he said, and he comes up, kind of approaches you. Now that he sees Fuzz, kind of, he says, "Hey, Willard, or Will."
He looks around panicked for Fuzz and sees, oh, okay, relaxes. I didn't do it.
No, it's nice to see you.
It is?
Yeah.
He's looking around, like behind him to make sure nobody's coming up on him.
Can I talk to you? It's kind of private. I kind of any emotions towards Fuzz. He's like I gotta tell you something, but it's kind of a secret.
What kind of secret?
Well, I think you know, but I don't know about him. Any emotions towards Fuzz.
Whatever you have to say to him, you can say to me.
Yeah, Fuzz is my friend. He knows everything.
All right. I just want to say I think you're kind of cool. And I think my friends, the ones that pick on you, are I think they're assholes.
You do?
I do.
He looks at Fuzz and he looks back at the boy and he's like, thank you. Do you want some fried dough?
Oh, I would love some fried dough. And he kind of moves in towards you.
What's your name?
Steven.
Steven. Yeah, that's it. Steven. I already forgot. 10 seconds in, I already forgot.
You're a good guy,
while
Steven.
it's broken. Don't you dare be mean to him.
Amelia, you're not around.
No, I'm saying that as a player. Don't dare be mean to him.
I would love some fried dough. And he comes in closer to you. And he looks like he's like willing to take whatever you give him.
That didn't sound wrong. Not that kind of game.
Thirsty sword lesbians.
So
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe I should be running Thirsty Sword.
Obviously,
someone else isn't gonna do it. Amanda, if you ever listen to this game,
I will break my fried dough in half and give him half of it.
thanks, man. I'll buy you one, and he buys the next one. So you actually, both of you technically eat one, but you kind of split it in half.
Okay. Willard is obviously a little tongue-tied now. He's like, Do you want to watch the fireworks with us? He's kind of looking down.
Oh, thanks, princess. Thanks. Anyways,
I thought you were talking in character.
no, I suddenly saw a mention pop up, and I wanted to see what the mention was.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he says, yeah, that would be awesome if I. And he kind of hangs around near you.
Okay.
Hey, Steven, what kind of bands are you into, man?
Oh man, like Flock of Seagulls. Have you heard of them?
Yeah. They're so cool.
Wham. Have you heard of Wham?
Oh God.
I mean, they're very heterosexual.
Yeah, especially that George Michael.
Yeah, you can't get
There's
more
no way
manly
he
than,
could be gay.
you can't get more manly than George Michael.
That's right. He's so macho.
He is the epitome of man.
Right.
What about Boy George?
Steven kind of looks confused.
So does Fuzz.
It's okay. You know, not everybody listens to Boy George. It's okay.
To each their own, I guess.
Okay. All right. He doesn't quite answer it, but he placates you.
He's so gonna screw me over. I know it.
Maybe.
He's a mole.
Cobb 2.0.
All right.
Mole.
So it is 9:58. I actually do not have much more to go. So I'm going to try to push this as quickly as I can. But what are the rest of you? Do the rest of you have any actions during this small carnival kind of scene?
Getting French fries, finding actual people that I want to hang out with, and finding a spot for the fireworks.
All right.
Kat's gonna see if she can talk to the people, the fireworks technicians, and take a look at how these things work.
Yeah, you're not even going to get close, Kat.
Or at
you're
least
going to get
hear
stopped
about
by
it.
the local fire department, who is manning the perimeter of the fireworks display at the very roped off section, which is clearly 100 feet away from the actual fireworks mechanics. I don't even know if that's a word. Technicians, the
I say
fireworks
technician,
technicians.
but you're fine.
But maybe you try to, go under the rope or the divider, and you make your way towards them, but you're immediately stopped and turned away if you do so. You don't get a chance. The closest person you can talk to is a volunteer fireman, and they have no clue on fireworks other than firework related injuries. Amelia, you actually do find some popular girls who are very much gossiping
Oh boy.
about Steven.
Oh, really?
And they cannot believe that Steven has approached Willard.
Oh, interesting.
And they are they kind of bring you into their circle,
Mm-hmm.
separate from anyone else.
Yeah.
And they have very mixed opinions. They're like, I can't believe that Steven is. I mean, he's hot, but I can't believe he likes Willard. I mean, that makes him gay. So that's just wrong. And then very much to the opposite, Yeah, no, he's definitely pulling a prank on Willard.
How much do I believe one versus the other?
You actually believe both equally.
Okay. She'll just kind of nonchalantly just be eating and listening and be like, anytime someone says anything, she'll agree with that person. You know,
Okay.
that's what people do to get information. Like, oh yeah, of course. Have you seen him? I've had to deal with him lately since fucking Cat moved in. Yeah. Or she'll be like, yeah, that's really sweet. It's really nice that he's like actually gonna do it. Like, I hope he doesn't go behind his back. So she's very much
Let us
playing
know.
every game.
We want to know a secret.
You want to know a secret?
Yeah, we want to know a secret. Is Cat really a boy?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, you live with her, right? I mean,
I don't watch her get undressed. I have my own room, you fucking creeps.
she's a boy pretending to be a girl.
I doubt it, but like, why don't you go find out? If you're so in touch with this whole Steven situation, why don't you pretend to be friends with her and go find out?
Maybe
I'm
we
not doing your
will.
dirty work for you.
Maybe we will. But
Okay.
we thought you were like one of us.
I'm one of you, but I don't want to deal with my cousin if I don't have to.
Fine.
I'm telling you what I know.
We'll go check her out ourselves.
Careful who you tell that to. They might take it the wrong way.
And the girls that want to know what Cat is
Under
kind
the
of
hood.
wander off.
Okay. She just rolls her eyes and looks at the other girls like, why are they so obsessed with that? That's weird.
Right. You know, apparently this game is about sexuality, but anyways. It eventually becomes time. The sun goes down, and you all find your places. I'm pretty sure all of you, but Chris, have know the layout of the Ashland fireworks. You all find your place in your various circles, and the fireworks start in earnest, very much like any other firework display. You see like the waterfall display, and they're very much like every few seconds another firework goes up, until you get to the finale, where it seems like every second a firework is launched. And I'm gonna have all of you roll a roll for me here.
Please don't tell me it's Morse code.
No, it is not Morse code.
Butthead!
It is going to be comprehend. I want all of you to make me a comprehend roll.
One.
Nope.
My rolls are shit tonight.
All right. Cat is 0. Amelia is 1. Fuzz is 0. And Willard is 1. All right. So Amelia and Willard, I'm going to say that you're in totally different places. I'm going to say that Amelia, you're probably with the popular girls. And Willard, you are with Steven and Fuzz. But you're not. Well, Fuzz apparently doesn't notice. He's too busy focusing on the fireworks. There's a lot of bangs and very like mutable bases that are shaking your insides. So he's very focused on that. But Amelia and Willard, as the fireworks pick up towards the end of the fireworks show, and the pace picks up, and it seems like bam, 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 like that part of the fireworks show that starts to get set off. as you look up and you see the fireworks exploding, you can almost you swear you see two very distinct groups of objects flying in the sky. One very smaller than the other. You can swear you see a large pack of birds being pushed or forced into the direction of the fireworks by a very smaller group of birds. And as you see this, the fireworks are going off. And it's bam, 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 bam. And then the fireworks fall silent, and a huge cheer goes up from the crowd. And that's when you notice there's something falling from the sky as hundreds of bird carcasses start raining from the sky.
On people or in the open
On
area?
people all over the
over.
place. So people start screaming. There's chaos. Like, there's just birds dropping out of the sky.
What kind are they?
And that's where I'm going to stop.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
And
Aha! Until next week.
I will not be here next
Why?
Right. I mean, the week after next.
because Andrew and I took a long weekend and we're going to be out in another state.
Why?
Yes, I saw that, and I actually deleted the game out of next Monday.
And because we're leaf peeping.
Oh.
Yeah, no. No, we have more weeks. I already noticed. I already looked.
Okay.
So there is no game next week, but in 2 weeks there is a game. So that
What
is
the
where we
fuck?
will pick up.
Okay, don't forget, we need to know what kind of birds they are.
What kind of birds they are.
Big birds.
All right. Thank you, everyone. That was fun. And
Thank
thank
you.
you for indulging me in my little October game.
Willard's got a crush. Willard's got a crush.
I am so worried. I am so out of character. I am so worried.
Yeah, but
wait,
that's-
is Willard gay?
yes,
Oh yeah, I seem to vaguely remember that now.
he is sexually ambiguously dressed most of the time, like Boy George.
Oh, okay.
That's his hero. So
That's right. That's right.
he dresses like Boy George.
Do you really want to hurt me?
Me.
Yep, that is his theme song, actually.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, no, this totally could go bad, but that makes sense for a 13-year-old.
I know, but I'm gonna feel so bad because
I know.
that's
He'll
the
be
immediate thought is like
heartbroken.
it could be really cool, like really cute, or it's gonna be like, haha, fuck you, and it's just like,
I'm
Well,
gonna
if that's
try.
what happens, they'll have to answer to me.
I gotta figure out too
Yeah.
how a 13-year-old does, romantic entanglements and crushes, because God, it's been a good 40 years or more since since I've been a 13-year-old.
I think you mean more like 30 years or
I'm
more.
pretty sure it works the same way.
Okay, actually, let's see. I'm gonna be
But now that you're an adult,
36 years.
it will certainly feel wrong.
what you did was adorable.
Well, that's the thing. I'm like, part of me is like, oh, he should try to hold, but I don't think 13-year-olds try to hold hands. They don't try to do any of that stuff. They're too
They
awkward.
do when they start dating.
Yeah, but it's too
not, like, not
awkward,
right
yeah.
there, yeah.
Especially being gay in the 80s too.
I would
like,
say in the 80s,
yeah, so
which is
it's-
why it's even more like, would this person actually do that?
yeah. So it's gonna be a lot more of that dancing around the issue and smiling and stuff, I imagine. So until he gets beat up.
Well, I guess we have much to explore in the next game.
Yes, Willard's sexuality.
Willard's
And the love triangle complicates.
Oh, right. Wait, right. Oh, God. Ah! Oh, I'm glad mine is You guys, oh, this is gonna be interesting.
no.
What love
Yeah.
triangle are we talking about?
Because Kat has a crush on Willard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Oh my god. I don't think
Oh,
we know
boy.
that.
The
I
plot
don't think
thickens.
anybody knows that but
Yeah,
Kat.
no one. I don't think anyone knows that. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Kat has expressed it subtly a few times.
But Willard is kind of like, ambivalent to the girl charms.
You need to be direct. Which is probably what's gonna happen when she finds out. I'll just always have popcorn on hand.
Wow.
The
might
game is not actually about Willard. You know that, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say this game might be a little more interesting about your personal relationships than the actual mystery.
The mysteries
What happened in the
background.
unnamed?
Yeah, I was gonna say
exactly
this is probably my version of the unnamed. You're supposed to be heroes, but you're not.
Yeah, it was really hard not to clip anything out of the Radio Shack. Because I was like, oh, I should be stealing things.
Oh.
Anyway.
Can't believe I got that kid to be convinced that I'm the next Eddie Van Halen and
Yeah, what the
all
fuck?
buddy with me for nothing.
That's perfect. You practically
Yeah, next
are.
I was gonna try using my tinker skill to show just how much I knew about cars and
You
get
don't
him
give
to
a
listen
fuck.
that way.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Oh, I should stop recording.
Wayne.
Yeah,